Hello, this is Julie at Love's Beginning with a blog post called Bubbles of Tension in Service to You. In your daily life, bubbles of tension surface so they can pop. Each one is a gift. When ego thinks it has to handle things, these bubbles of tension are pushed back down as part of the identity of separation, conflict, and vulnerability. When you learn to watch them while referring to the love you are for guidance, the sense of separation and conflict in your daily experience dissolves. In other words, in the past you have reacted to the bubbles of tension that arise during your day, and you have reacted as a manager. Now you have the opportunity to respond in a different way to these bubbles arising. You can respond as the love you are, which means you wait past the ego's reactivity to see what else is there, what else gets suggested. Then you can respond from shared identity rather than conflicted and judgmental identity. You are here to see through the differences in all of the people you encounter, down through to the commonality in us all. You are here to celebrate and enjoy the differentiation that springs from the commonality of love. You are here to allow creation to flow into the world you have made. You become able to allow creation to flow to you, through you, and as you when you see and appreciate the love already present and active within everyone and everything. As you get to this point of being able to see and experience the commonality of us all wherever you go, whatever you are doing, you encounter the perfect situations to help you learn. So watch that reactivity. Whenever you think someone else has a problem, someone else is flawed, someone else is misguided, it's a perfect mirror for you. Let's take an example of selfishness. Let's say that you encounter someone else acting in a way that is undeniably selfish. It would be very easy for you and your friends to discuss how very selfish that one is. However, you don't want to miss your opportunity for a gift. Instead of declaring how very selfish that one is, think of this experience as a perfectly timed spark of awakening. There is something within you that is afraid to give because you fear your supply is limited. There is something within you that is afraid that once you begin giving, you will be locked into giving until you are drained. There is something within you that is afraid that you are so unworthy that you will not receive enough to give. Right there, you are encountering ego programming. That is not you. That is the ego programming making suggestions to you, and you, as love, because you could never be anything other than that, are believing it. What you project out into your world is a reflection of that. When divine sparks come to you enacting selfishness in order to offer you release, they are merely demonstrating for you, in dramatic form, the clamping down on the free-flowing energy of love that you do over and over and over in order to have a separate identity. When you begin to see this, you also have an opportunity to look at ideals. If you love the idea of being generous, that's because generosity is what you are. If you love the idea of being recognized as more generous than the next guy, then you need selfishness to appear in your life experience in order for you to have the opportunity to show up as generous next to the lesser one. If you look at your thoughts and the situations in your life slowly, carefully, patiently, and with love, you will set down this game of needing bad guys to appear so you can show up as the good guy. What we experience in our lives is always the outpicturing of what we've had going on in our minds. If we react in resistance to the physical world, we're missing an opportunity to do the simple reprogramming that allows healing into our life experience. It seems like reprogramming in the effort stage of it, but in the end, it's a simple remembering of the love that we are. Out of this, you could make up a rule for yourself. Don't react. You're wrong if you react. However, you would serve yourself and all others more lovingly if you saw each reaction as a great opportunity for learning. Can you go back to those moments of reaction? Can you feel how they felt? Do you want to continue in that energy? Reaction comes to feel more and more like deep disturbance, so you simply don't go there anymore. If you catch yourself reacting, you can tell yourself, here is another chance for me to really see how this feels. When we value the awareness of how experiences feel, our perceptions clear up. We don't cling to beliefs based on judgment, adversity, and conflict. We realize there's so much to forgive, and we understand that every confusing or uncomfortable experience is an opportunity to accept and share healing. When we live in this way, we're able to be much more helpful to others because our responses simply come to us. They are not based on limiting beliefs and judgments. The answer to any feeling of conflict is to refer to the whole. Remember who you are. Remember who the other guy is. Remember your commonality, your source, love. The energy of your true identity in love, the identity you share in beautiful differentiation with all others across time and space, is like a playful dog. It wants to come into this world and create through you and as you in harmony with all others. There's no better feeling than this, so go ahead and be divinely selfish as you see through the illusion you once thought was real to the commonality of us all. We are so happy to remind you of the path you can walk in your world as you allow love's presence to become apparent everywhere. Thanks for joining me.